to look at your table. I always say that kind of resonates how much potentially this issue has touched the lives of people right here in the room. And it can happen to anybody. Some local statistics that I do have are a little bit about Choices. Choices is our local domestic violence shelter. On an average basis, they receive 9,000 to 10,000 calls on an annual basis. In 2011, the police went out on about 6,000 some calls, but they only made 2,000 arrests. And a lot of times that's the case because when they go out on the run or they go to arrest that person, the victim doesn't want to press charges. And we know on an annual basis there's over 106,000 cases of child abuse that are happening in the state of Ohio. They usually break it down by county. In April is Child Abuse Awareness Month, so if you see pinwheels out, that's the Pinwheels for Prevention. That's the way that they promote awareness around child abuse. And the key thing is to remember, you don't have to be the therapist or the counselor. That's not your role. Your role is getting that person connected with a resource. You never want to blame the victim because abuse is never okay. And you never want to tell the victim, just get out. That's probably the worst advice that you can give them. You want to make sure that they have a safety plan in place. Safety plan is something you don't have to do. That's what hotlines and crisis hotlines are for and able to assist with. It helps that person kind of figure out what's my next steps, what do I need to do, what kind of things do I need if I do leave this situation. And that's why we have the little small card resources. The cards are on your tables. They have a little tear off on the back of them. They list all the community resources that we have here in the Columbus area. We're really, really blessed to have so many places that people can turn to for assistance. What our organization does, we provide the little cards and the holders. We have the cards in English, Spanish, and Somalian. And we put them in the restrooms because that's sometimes the only time that someone can take the resource privately. We encourage you to put them on the back of the restroom stalls, but we know it's a challenge to get them restocked. So if you can put them by the paper towel holder or the light switch, it's just a great way that you can get information to people that might need those kinds of resources. And the last slide that I have is just about some of the key resources that we have here. I've listed our coalition and Choices, which is a local shelter. We have an initiative through Capital University. It's our family law clinic. They're able to provide a free or reduced rate legal assistance. That's a program that we provide funding to. They're based right there in Capital University in the law area. The prosecutor's office is on the 17th floor downtown. They have a specific unit for domestic violence and stalking. You can get sometimes same-day protection orders if necessary. And I've listed the county prosecutor's office on there as well as the Capital Area Humane Society. So just a few numbers that are helpful. Obviously, all the numbers are on the small green cards. It's a tough topic, and it's a hard one to kind of swallow, and many times I'm sure many of you may have some stories that you might be able to share. Hopefully you're taking away, one, that you don't have to solve the problem. Your role is to recognize the signs, respond appropriately, and refer that person to a community resource or internally to your employees assistance program. I'm happy to entertain a couple questions. I think we have maybe 2 minutes. I want to be respectful of your time. I so appreciate the opportunity to come and talk with businesses. We work with not-for-profit, for-profit, small, medium, large. It doesn't matter. The goal is really that you get some type of a policy in place and educate people around this issue. We do have a workplace binder that we have put together. We do have this available on our website. We also give this out during our training sessions for managers and supervisors. It's just full of lots of good information, probably more information than what you'd like to know. But the more you know, the more you can help somebody in these kind of circumstances.